Hello, I'm Bernard Hickey from Interest.co.nz, and I've got Andy Bray here, who's a regional business manager for Kiwibank. Andy, good to see you.
Good to see you too, Bernard.
Now, if I was interested in opening an account, a business account, what sort of things could a Kiwibank business manager do? What sort of things would they talk about, ask me, those sorts of things?
I guess, Bernard, the first thing is to probably not jump straight to the opening of the account.
Yep.
You know, what we like to do is spend quite a bit of time, or a good business manager should spend quite a bit of time just through a question process of exploring who you are, what you do, what your business does, which then goes down to a whole bunch more questioning around who you buy from, who you sell to, what your trade terms might be, into who your suppliers are, who your customers are, the things like your personal goals, your business goals, what keeps you awake at night. That's always a good one. What is it that's really troubling you as a business owner? You're popping up in the middle of the night and thinking, crikey, I've got to sort that out. A whole raft of, we like to call them needs-based questioning, but really just to pry into exactly who it is you're talking to and what they do. Because I think from there then comes, back to your first question, making sure that at least even the simple thing like an account is the right account. But I think more than that, it's further down the process, is making sure that you can then have a bit of a think and have a bit of an in-depth kind of conversation to make sure whatever the bank is providing to the customer then becomes actually what they want, something that fits what they do.
Can you give us an example of the sorts of things, if I was coming into that first chat with the business manager, what sorts of things I'd be asked? So I'm not too surprised when I turn up.
Yeah, sure. Well, look, the basic ones are, there's a nice open line, tell me about your business. That's a real beauty, because most business owners love talking about their business, assuming they love their business. And that leads you into a whole lot of lines of questioning, and that'll be, hey, I make widgets and I sell them. Who do you sell them to? What are they made of? Show me around the premises. A good business manager will come and see you. They'll come and see you at your place of work. No better conversation place, I think, than actually walking around and looking at what's on the shelves or what's going through a machine, or what's being delivered at the dockway, that kind of thing. So it's really getting to understand how the business actually functions, because quite often a customer may think they need something, and possibly some exploring through the business means it's something else is a lot better. Because
that could be the thing you're not really expecting for a Kiwibank business manager to challenge, to suggest new ways of doing things, not just around the banking, but perhaps around the business.
Absolutely, and that's exactly what it's designed to do. Because there will be particularly if a customer's coming from another bank, they may well have a structure and some facilities and some products that have worked, nothing wrong with them, but they may not be the right ones. And you'll only know if they're the right ones if you take the time to get genuinely interested in the business. So that's the banking piece. And then to your question, the other piece is around being able to help that customer with other solutions and suggestions and introductions to professionals and third parties and all those other kind of extra pieces that I think is the reason you want a business manager.
Can you give us some examples of those extra pieces, those sorts of things that a business manager could point people to?
Quite often it's the professional one. It's a good business owner will often know their product and what they do inside out. Some of the other stuff, whether it's around the accounting piece or the legal advice or valuations or QSs, or there's a whole lot of professionals that we're well connected to, or business managers will be well connected to in their local patch that they can introduce people to.
And for a lot of people, they will know Kiwibank through its branch network, which are attached to NZ Post branches and maybe the website or the phone numbers. But what other types of places, services does a Kiwibank offer?
Sure. Well, we've got what we call business banking centres in most, major locations, and by that, if we sort of rattle from north, we've got them in Auckland, as you can imagine, but we've also got them in places like Napier, Palmerston North, Gisborne, Dunedin, Nelson, those sort of areas, as well as the big metropolitan areas. And they're staffed by a small team of business banking managers, and they're very much designed to be connected to the local community and the local business community and have that local flavour, so they can jump in their car, come around and see your business if it's in Nelson, or in fact Nelson may go as far as Takaka or the West Coast, but actually get across there and meet and greet and see what it is you do.
Fantastic. Andy Bray there from Kiwibank. Thank you very much, Andy. I'm Bernard Hickey for Interest.co.nz.
Thank you, Bernard. Cheers.